Welcome back. All right, so the Detroit Red Wings tonight against the Anaheim Ducks. This is the game that was delayed, and interesting game. Very interesting game. The Detroit Red Wings almost pulled this one off, and I had expected somewhat of a bounce back game from them after what was an embarrassing effort against the Kings, and I think we got it. So it's Grace versus Dostal. Dostal making his first NHL appearance. I was kind of anxious to see how he played. I thought he did well for it being a first appearance in the NHL. First minute, we get chances for the Ducks. Osterley has a shot that's blocked. The Ducks with a rush chance, that was blocked as well. The shots are 2-0 for the Ducks at 3 minutes. They did have, I thought, the advantage early in this. No tests for Dostal 5 minutes into this, so they protected him pretty well. The Wings' first shot was from Raymond, a little bit past 5 minutes. It was saved. Smith versus Delorier, there's a fight there, and pretty even fight. Ducks get a power play out of it because Giovanni Smith gets the instigator, so he gets 17 minutes of penalties on that play. During the power play, Zegras scores from Fowler and Raquel at 6:32. That is the 5th shot of the game for Anaheim to what was 1 shot for the Detroit Red Wings at that point. The Wings try to answer. Seider had a blast shot that was saved. There's a press by the Ducks. Milano can't bury it. The shots are 9-3 for the Ducks at the half. Steele then has a net drive that's blocked. The Ducks press with 9.5 minutes left. Silverberg has a chance that's blocked. There's a scrum after a save at the Ducks' end of the ice. Seider with a point shot that was saved and held. Better second half for the Wings in this game, I thought. They bounced back nicely. Fabry was denied with 1:30, and then with 1:31 left, the Wings get a power play. And then 21 seconds later, they get another penalty to those Ducks, making it a 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 39 seconds. It's really tough to kill. Now, they did get it to the intermission, so they can try to come up with something, but it's also giving a fresh sheet of ice to the Detroit Red Wings, 5-on-3, and they have a lot of time to come up with a plan, too. If this was planned, it worked. 5-on-3, it's Hronik from Seider and Bertuzzi at 21 seconds, and that was with 9 seconds left in the first penalty, so really, the Ducks did kill off the 5-on-4, but it was a nice play by Detroit there to tie the game up at 1. And the momentum's with the Wings. They had a very good period. It started with that. Bertuzzi has a wraparound chance. That saved. Terry to Getzlaf. Near miss on that one as Getzlaf was back in the lineup tonight. Smith's then denied by Dostal. Steele and Fabry were unfriendly after a play there. Grace saves, holds as both teams generate chances. We get power play number 2 for the Ducks shortly thereafter. It looked terrible. I don't know how else to put it. It looked terrible. Detroit's penalty kill looked good too. And so that power play manages 1 shot. It is killed off. Sloppy passes by the Ducks at this point too. Wings had a shot advantage in the period. I thought the Ducks just weren't very crisp at that point in the game. Delorier has a chance that's saved. The Ducks rush. Grace is denied, and Grace denies him in close. And this is where they announced that Larkin, upper body injury, would not return to the game. So Larkin was out for Detroit. So there's some troubling news for Detroit. We'll see how long Larkin might be out, but upper body injury for Dylan Larkin. Ducks rush. Oh, yeah, already read that. Pressed by the Ducks with 8 minutes left. Raquel with a net feed into the crease. That's cleared. And then Bertuzzi gives the Detroit Red Wings their first lead of the game from Stahl and Raymond at 15:07. So Raymond gets to 20 assists. The fastest teenager to do it in Detroit history. He beats Steve Yzerman by 3 games. Although, as Ken Daniels and Mickey Redmond pointed out, Yzerman was scoring probably a few more goals than Raymond has to this point. But yeah, so Raymond continues to set some nice precedents here as a teenager with the Red Wings. I'd also point out that goals were a lot easier to come by when Yzerman was a rookie than now when Raymond's a rookie. It was poor coverage by the Ducks, too, that led to that goal. So it was a nice goal for Bertuzzi, but poor coverage. The Ducks kind of caught standing around there as Stahl put it out front of the net. The Wings really had the edge in the second. They were pressing for another. Dostal was tested. Zadina has a chance that's saved. Terry scored. And the funny thing is that the puck goes in. I thought it was in. Terry started celebrating, but the referee, no indication one way or the other, so we had to wait for the horn. And the horn sounds about 30 seconds later. So that goal is Troy Terry with his 22nd of the year. He's in the hunt for the goal scoring title, the Rocket Richard. He scores from Milano and Getzlaf at 18:04. The Wings try to answer. Seider has a shot saved, but it's 2-2 after 2. And it was honestly a really good period for Detroit. They continue to be pretty good in second periods, not so much in the first and third if you look at the goal differentials. But in the second period, they're pretty good. So third period, the Ducks get off to a good start. And this may be a sign things are turning around for Max Comtois. He finally gets his first goal on a rush. Raquel and Zegras with the assists. And it was on a turnover. It was a great pass by Raquel. That is the first goal for Comtois in 2021-2022. And he led them in scoring last year. So really, nice play there. Wings try to answer. They end up getting themselves a power play. That was killed off. The Wings press after it ends. Zegras to Comtois is defended. Rasmussen with a rush chance. That saved. And then the Red Wings. They scored to tie it. This is a different Red Wings team than last night for sure. Nemesnikov would get credited with the goal. Osterley and Rasmussen with the assist to 7:55. I didn't think Nemesnikov touched it. If it was Osterley's goal, that was his first in 57 games. Would not be surprised if this changes back to Osterley. But at the point where I'm recording this, it still says Nemesnikov on my phone. Wings then go for the lead. Smith and Delorier were having a bit of a chat, so definitely not two guys who are very friendly with one another. These teams are supposed to meet again at the end of the month. We'll see if they fight again. Maybe they were making plans for that. 6:20 left. The Wings get a power play. Suter hits the outside of the post. Zadina has a blast that's saved, and that is killed off. Terry with a rush chance that's saved. The Ducks press. Manson fires one wide. Rasmussen and Nemesnikov were both denied in the final 3 minutes by Dostal. In the last minute, there's a press by the Ducks, and at the buzzer, Grice makes a little glove save there. I think the puck was going wide anyways, but point being, we are going to overtime. Now, in overtimes, Detroit 5-3, Anaheim 4-4. Those records stay intact. Those are just overtime records, does not include shootouts. The Ducks get a 2-on-1. Raquel fires high. Then the Red Wings, they had a 2-on-1. Fabry to Hronek doesn't connect. Bertuzzi drives one high. Raquel was stuck on the ice the entire time. Raquel could not get off the ice. The Ducks could not clear it out far enough that he could get to the bench. Remember, in the overtime, you have the long change, so that becomes a little more difficult. Zadina hits the outside of the net, and then on his next opportunity, he's denied. The Wings get a post. They're in total control because, remember, one of the three Ducks has been out there the entire time. With 1:15 left, Dostal finally holds the puck, and after a 3-minute and 45-second overtime shift, Raquel exits. And I cannot imagine how much that had to hurt by the end of that 3:45 because, 3-on-3, you've got all that space. Well, there's a lot more skating involved, and just the intensity of it, it had to be tough. Bertuzzi was cut with Zegras' skate. It was on a face-off. It looks like it caught him on the arm. At least that's what it looked like on the replay. Bertuzzi left. Now, with skate cuts like that, it can be not a big deal. It's something where it could bleed all over, but he's ready to go the next game. Or it could be a while, right? It depends on where. It depends on how deep. All that other wonderful stuff that we all like talking about from hockey games. Not really. None of us like to see that. So I hope he's okay. I hope he's not out for long. And, of course, at the same time as Larkin gets hurt in this game. So, tough times. Fowler had a chance in the closing seconds. That deflects out, and we go to the shootout. In the shootout, Terry shoots first. That shot was saved. Raymond had an opportunity. His was saved. Then Zegras. Nice goal, and he did, as they said, the Chichi Rodriguez, the spin, and, anyways. So he did that. And then Ernie misses the net, so the final chance for Detroit would have been a save. They don't get it. Raquel scores, so 2 goals for Anaheim, and Raquel Zegras with the winners in this, and the Anaheim Ducks survive a scare. They win 4-3 in a shootout. They go to 19-12-7. They have to feel fortunate to get 2 points. The Red Wings really wanted the win. They finish 16-16-4 now with the 4-3 shootout loss. The shots in this one, 10 apiece in the first, 13-6 Detroit in the second, 11-10 Anaheim in the third. There were 3 shots in overtime, all of them by Detroit. Final shots, 36-27 for the Wings. Power plays, the Wings go 1 for 4. Anaheim 1 for 2. Hits, 28-19 for Detroit. So they outshot them and outhit them. Grace saves 24-27. And Dostal, as I said, I thought he played relatively well. He saves 33 out of 36. So there you go. The Anaheim Ducks, they survive a scare. We'll see how they do in their next game. And for Detroit, It's a setback, but at least it's one of the better games they've had on the road this year. There's stuff to build on here, pending the health of both Larkin and Bertuzzi. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.